Hi, I'm Tran. I'm my first year here at Pomona College, planning to study math. Where I came from, so South Bay, most people there kind of know what it's like to be Vietnamese. You know, the struggle of being Vietnamese American was always kind of implicit and everyone understood it. But coming to Pomona, explaining became something that I needed to do a lot more since there's not too many Vietnamese Americans here. I guess other aspects of my identity that I tell people or that they figure out pretty quickly, I am gay. I guess that's a thing. There's this thing called Boys State. It's hosted by the American Legion, which is a fairly conservative American organization, and they have a California chapter, so I was selected by my high school to go to Boys State and represent the school. It was interesting, you know, my roommate actually tried to convince me for the longest time that being gay was a choice. You know, it was that kind of environment, and it was like hard. I definitely felt it. With my race, I'd say was when I went to my ex-boyfriend's birthday party, and he went to a predominantly white school, and then, like his group of friends was predominantly white. That's what it felt like when I showed up, and I was like, I can't function in this environment. So yeah, that's when I realized I had this innate fear of white people, I guess. I think people think I'm smarter than I actually am, you know, and maybe it's because I wear dress shirts and polos to class. Being Vietnamese, I think it's a pretty quick question that anyone will ask any other person. You know, oh hey, where in Asia are you from? I think some people may deem it as problematic. I really don't. Probably not as important as it is to other families, I've got to say. But to me, I want that to be a part of, you know, my life and a part of my children's life. So I've been trying to keep touch with my family. Gave me a lot of pride. I think getting to America was, you know, hard enough for anyone. Leaving their home unexpected. My mom didn't know she was leaving until the morning of. My dad was also in a pretty similar boat. Like my mom still came here, got her bachelor's degree in 1991. And my mom and my dad for working, swing shifts 2 to 12, midnight at night, you know, 6 days a week. You know, they're doing a lot to put, you know, to get me where I am. People who don't understand the space they take up or their privilege, that angers me. And anyone of any race and any background can be like that. Stress, a lot of social anxiety here at Pomona, and lots of homework. You know, having 2 math classes is not the move. People give me energy the most, you know, when I have a good time with a friend, even for like 2 seconds, a quick hello and hug in the hall, that will awaken me, reinvigorate me to work for a while. If there's one thing I wish I had more of, it was time. You know, I feel very rushed right now to have to graduate, get out, get ahead, get a job. It's kind of hard, you know, to know that you don't have anything to fall back on, that you're here or not here. But it's okay, I've lived with it my entire life, and it's a good motivator. What really helps me the most, I think, is having a clean room. For some reason, that puts my mind in place, and it makes me really happy to have, you know, a beautiful, clean room all over again. Contrasting my roommate's side makes me feel even better. It's access to kind, friendly, efficient, fast, easily accessible healthcare, but that alone has been really hard for me to access here while at Pomona. I didn't realize how nice it was to have good healthcare in the Bay Area. Coming to Pomona, I had a approximately 2-hour wait for my doctor, even though I had an appointment. The doctor filled out my form incorrectly 2 times to get x-rayed for the wrong hand. Working to expand health access is incredibly important, I think, because it's not fair that there's good healthcare only in privileged areas like the Bay Area. You know, every city should have good, kind, courteous healthcare, because when people are, you know, facing these 2-hour wait times, they would rather just not get treated. You know, there's really no attempt to bring this complicated information to people who don't understand it, and especially to people who are not in language, who don't speak English, right? There are no foreign language medical documents, these complex financial documents that tell you what you're covered for and what you're not. Luckily, I've had great people here at Pomona to help me through that. And also, you know, simple things like getting flowers from yourself is, you know, pretty great way to make you feel a little better every day. The small things, I think, add up to make everyone a little bit happier.